up, everybody? It's King Saladeen, artist, entrepreneur from Philadelphia.
He is the epitome of what it means to get it out the mud. A self-taught contemporary artist who has worked with major brands like the NFL, Mercedes, Topps Trading Card Company, Beats by Dre, and so many others. He is very sought after as it pertains to the world of art by a wide variety of celebrities. They collect his NFTs, figurines, and paintings. You may have seen his iconic JP Money Bear publicly displayed in places like the Philadelphia International Airport and all across the United States. He is, in my opinion, one of the most impactful designers and artists of our time.
So, we're here today and we're filming for the one and only guy, GaryVee.
Talk about your childhood. Talk about how you grew up.
It was good, man. You know what I mean? And it was like, I grew up in Philly at a time where it was like you could be a kid. Nobody really stared you to do the wrong thing. I think I came up in the golden era in Philly.
How long have you been drawing for?
I've been drawing as far as I can remember, bro. Like, honestly. I remember getting beatings for writing on my walls. So my mom would get so mad at me because like my mom's like a neat freak. And then it got to the point where it was like we had to sit down and she's like, I decided that I'm gonna let you just do whatever you want in your room, but you can't do anything in the bathroom, the kitchen, anywhere else. I think that's what led to me really being like the person I am today, you know what I mean? Because if she would have like never let me just release that, I think that would have been something that would have like held me back. I would have never thought that I could bring it out to the world too.
So when did you decide that painting would be the lane that you would move into?
So around 2011, I quit my job.
What were you doing?
I was a loan officer at one point.
Okay.
And then the recession hit in like 2007, 2008. Early, I learned that like life got a lot of valleys and peaks, but you always got to be optimistic and really on your grind to find those things too, and lose your ego as well to the point where it's like, all right, I might have to take a back seat for the next 2-3 years, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
To like,
no, makes sense.
to be able to be the driver one day, you know what I mean? So I was like living on couches, dog, for like 3-4 years.
Wow.
I was just moving, bro. Just moving on faith. It was like I just had enough money to eat, I had enough money to look good, and I had enough money to fly back and forth home when I needed to.
And that money that you were making was strictly off of the artwork that you were selling?
Strictly off artwork, bro. T-shirts, selling t-shirts out my trunk. I remember I was selling glasses, doing sneaker customizations, leather jacket, anything, bro. That's how I really did it, bro. I just gave myself like a couple years to like not care about nothing. Dog, I was out sleeping on couches, bro. But on my Instagram, it looked like I was
living the life.
But I was living a life. Dog, I had no bills. I'm sleeping on the couch, meeting people, selling art, and that was one of the best times of my life, this whole journey.
Talk to me about your friend JP.
JP is and was my best friend that passed away from cancer in 2013. He was just an amazing person, amazing energy, you know what I mean? One of those Robin Hoods that was like, whatever money he had, he was trying to put it into his friends. He's the one that really made me come out my shell with art and made me feel like it was worth something. Bought my first t-shirts when I started my t-shirt company when I was like 15, 16. So he put that battery in my back to know that this dream could be real. So I remember me and JP sitting in the basement one day and he's like, I love all these abstracts, but I can't tell that you did them. So he was always saying like, bro, I think you need like more of a logo, something like a swoosh or an Apple logo or just something that people would know you from. And then I think you could show your other things, but they have to know you for something. At that time, I'm like, bro, you don't know what you're talking about, you know? And he was just saying like, let me see what you be working on when you at work. So he was looking through all my books like, and he seen the bear, and he was like, this crazy. I could see this on everything. Imagine having these on shirts, book bags. You could put this on anything. And it just hit me. I was in LA. I was sleeping on a friend's couch. This is before he passed away. And I remember her staying in one of the studio apartments with like 20, 30 foot ceilings. So every piece that I would do, we were just hanging on the walls. And I did a few bears. And she had a couple friends come over, and out of all the abstract art, they was directed to the bear for some reason. Somebody was like, yo, you selling this? I'm thinking in my head like, yeah, definitely. I got like $400 to my name. I was thinking about going back to Philly for a week or two to like sell some t-shirts to get some more money to come back to LA, just the whole hustle. And I was like, yeah, 400. Then I'm just like, wow, out of all these pieces up on the wall, they wanted the bear.
How did JP's passing affect your career?
That was maybe 6 months before the situation when he got diagnosed with cancer, you know what I mean? So when he passed away, it was a crossroad between me making excuses and stopping the whole journey, or using all the energy that he had put into me and all the motivation and all the talks and the ideas we went through and things like that, and just using it in my art. I just put all my feelings into like working on this one character, and it was like the best decision I ever had in my life.
Let's talk about this collaboration working with Gary and VeeFriends.
Wow.
Yeah.
Working with Gary. I wish JP could see that. So I'm just sketching out how JP, the Money Bear, and the Gift Goat would be if they were like in the V world. You know what I'm saying? And they were just like, JP just fell out of space, and then he ran into the Gift Goat and he's like, yo, what's up? And the Gift Goat's whatever voice he has, yeah, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? And they just start talking, they get cool, they start going back and forth with ideas, they start learning how to operate with each other, operating through their gifts and things like that. So right now it's just really just the ideas on paper, ideas to the iPad, and then to canvas. I wanted to go with sky blue background before we started really like going in on it, basically because I want to have the Gift Goat and JP in a beautiful cloud-filled day. So this is going to be super cool, man.
There's so many things to appreciate about artwork from King Saladeen. The thing I appreciate is I see the guy I know in every piece he does. You know, that's what makes the difference between an artist you've never met and an artist you become friends with. You actually know what makes them tick, and so when you see their work, you see them on the canvas, and that's what you get with King Saladeen. It's all honesty.
What I love about King Saladeen art is that it stands for something in everything he does. You know, JP the Money Bear, his dedication to his best friend, which is JP, that died from cancer. His hand and his pen is one of like my favorite handwritings in art. You know, I love how he put words and interpret, take that into his artwork. I just love how King Saladeen art crosses a lot of spectrum.
What stands out about him is his technique, his tenacity, the stories he's telling, the textures he's laying on his art, his ability to think outside of a box, and that's what I really appreciate. And he's staying true to himself.
So the original artwork for the collaboration is officially done. I'm super proud of how everything came out, and each Gift Goat holder will receive a print of the original artwork in one of 5 different colorways. And I just want to say I'm so thankful and so honored to be a part of the Gift Goat and VeeFriends family. Thanks everybody, and I see you in ATL.